So you want to get the same, my friend?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the same this time. And only this time, instead of the razor lineup, I'll just do the clipper lineup.
You want to cut it down with the clipper?
Yeah. So.
And the beard, you want to keep it grow?
Yeah, I'll keep the beard the same. I'll probably end up cutting it next month. I usually try to grow it out like during the winter and when it's cold, and then once it warm up a little bit, I cut it back down the face length. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. How y'all doing today? Welcome in to the live, back with Ocean View Brand. So if y'all didn't know, today I'm getting my hair braided again today. So I'm just basically showing y'all my process, what I do on my typical hair maintenance day. First things first, which I spared y'all of having to watch, was basically take my braids down. So I had like box braids, individual braids, and they weren't really that big, so it makes it more difficult to take the braids out, with the braids being like real thin and smaller. So it took me almost 2 hours to take out my braids. So I didn't want to make y'all sit through that process, and I wouldn't have been able to interact with y'all as much either. So I just went ahead and took out my braids ahead of time. And now I'm seeing my barber, Mr. Fernando here. He's one of the best barbers in the area. So if y'all are ever in Central Texas and y'all need a haircut, definitely stop in to see Fernando Royan Barber. He's one of the best. I've been coming to him for some while now. So like I said, typically I'll take down my braids first and then come see Fernando, and he gets me right. Pretty much I end up putting my hair in like a ponytail like this, like you see with the scrunchie, and get me right, fade me up, hits up the beard, mustache, and try to preserve the hairline that I do have for the most part, because I am getting older, and genetics and just it's hereditary. So just pretty much try to preserve as much as my hairline as possible. And yeah, man, get me right, put me back in the game. So
yes, sir.
Today, I'm just pretty much getting like tapered around the sides, getting a nice edge up or line up, depending what you call it, depending on where you're from. Getting the beard right. So yeah, y'all come on in. I'd love to interact with y'all. Y'all get to see my process. Were you open yesterday?
I open all these days.
Oh, okay. Even while with the snow and everything.
So I don't.
Yeah.
I get like 3 clients. I call me.
Oh, you did
each day from Friday, Saturday.
You did house
Monday.
visits?
No.
Oh, okay.
Over here.
I kind of enjoyed the snow a little bit. I know me and my family, we were like sledding down the hills.
Oh, yeah.
We had got like a storage bin container.
Yeah.
And we put a yoga mat on top of the storage bin container.
Yeah.
And then we were just sliding down the hills.
I do the same with my daughter. I can with a can.
Yeah.
You plastic can in Walmart. I got one in the house, and you know, we enjoyed a lot that day, bro.
Right.
Sunday.
Yep. That's when we did it, was on Sunday. You know, like it's not often that you get snow, so you know, try to make the best of it.
What do you do Monday? Not much.
Nah, not much Monday. So I know it was.
Monday was the bad day, bro.
Yeah.
Coming, and I have an appointment in the bank, so I drive and I see everything in the road. Bunch of people, you know. Monday was a bad day.
Right.
So I drive in the morning. I see a bunch of bad things. But and then after 3 the sun is coming. And it was a year day, Monday. That was a bad day. But it's good. Tuesday, it was better.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be worse than how they were making it out to be. You know, they made it seem like it was gonna be like how it was back in 2019 when it was bad. Was it 2019 or 2020? The snowstorm.
I think it was in 2021, 20.
Oh, okay.
It was nice.
Yeah, no, that one was worse. I think it lasted for like almost 2 weeks, I think. Hey, welcome in. How you doing? Where are you joining from? I would definitely love to interact with you and, you know, just have a good general conversation with you. Let me know where you're joining from. Welcome in. How you doing? Thank you for joining the live Ocean View brand. We definitely appreciate you for dropping in, and I would definitely love to interact with you. Let me know where you're joining from. Some good boxing matches going on this weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah. Gonna be good. You watch Shakur Stevenson? Teofimo Lopez? I think that I know Shakur's from New Jersey. Teofimo's from New York by way of Panama. So it should be pretty good. And both of them are pretty good boxers.
made a fucked up trade today, my friend.
What you mean?
Today is a day for talks about trade, the market,
Oh, okay, yeah. Are you talking about just options or stocks?
options.
Okay.
But it was a good day for those shorter guys.
Mm-hmm.
Make good money, bro. The market dropped like crazy, bro. And he's making recovery.
Hey, welcome in. Welcome to the live. Appreciate you for dropping in. Let me know where you're joining from. So, just to add context to the video, so today I'm just doing some hair maintenance, and this is one of the first parts of that process. Well, actually, it's the second part. The first part was me actually taking down my braids. The second part is me getting a haircut, and the third part is going to be me washing my hair, showing you guys that process. But today is going to be a slightly bit different. I'm going to implement a hot oil treatment, which I didn't do in the previous video when I showed you guys the wash routine. But today I'm going to be implementing that into the wash process. And then afterwards, you guys will get to see me getting a different style of braids today. So continue to stick around and, tune in and check out what's going on with Ocean View Brand.
come by the continent. Nikki. You want to do the begin?
No.
Okay.
No.
Even you want to watch it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Francisco, dale. Say nothing in here, right?
What's that?
You want to keep it growing?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it growing for right now. Yeah, I'll keep it growing. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining.
Want to see something?
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to do. Let me show you, but this is fun.
Hey, thanks for joining. So yeah, hola. So the wife's birthday was actually great. We had an amazing time. We went to a dinner, and then we went to a speakeasy. So the dinner was it was so, just for the simple fact, it was supposed to be like a high end, quote unquote, like 5-star restaurant, but the food was mediocre. The service was good, but the food was mediocre. It wasn't what we thought it was. I could just say that the photography of the food looked way better than it actually tastes. So she wasn't too fond of the dinner, but the speakeasy was actually fun. So it was cool. It was good vibes. They played like a lot of early '90s, mid '90s, early 2000s music. So there was
Hello?
like a lot of R&B and a lot of music that you could dance to. So that was something that she, really enjoyed. But yeah, overall it was good. So yeah,
Sábado.
definitely appreciate you for asking. But yeah, so today, just to add context, so it's hair maintenance day for me again. Only this time you guys get to see like the actual this part of the process. So earlier I took down my braids, but I didn't want to go on live with that because my braids were, smaller, and it almost took me like 2 hours to take down each braid. So I just took down my braids, came to see Fernando here, my barber. He's been cutting my hair for some time now because he's the only barber I found that can actually preserve my hairline instead of like push me back even more because I already have a bad hairline. So that's one of the reasons why I come to him. And once I leave here, I'm gonna actually go back and wash my hair and go over that process like I did last time. But this time I'm just gonna be implementing like the hot oil treatment and wash routine, and then I'm actually gonna go get my hair braided again, like later on this afternoon or evening. Said, yeah, this is why I've been eating at home. Restaurant food is going down. Definitely has gone down a lot. I agree. And that's mostly because, a lot of people don't necessarily cook with love or, cook with passion. They're just more so just following a recipe key or like a step-by-step book, and they're not really cooking with passion. So I had never heard of waving culture. Okay, yeah, so the waving culture is big. Waving has been going on since the beginning of time. If you look back in like ancient Egypt, like a lot of the statues, a lot of the art, and a lot of like the artifacts that you find, there was a lot of symbolism there in that ancient Egypt culture. Those people had signs of waving their hair and doing different unique things to their hair. So just to fast forward, men used to wear their hair like in the 1915s, 1920s. They used to wear I believe what they would call conchs. And that was pretty much like relaxers, and they kind of like finger waves in a way. So they evolved, 360 waves evolved from like the conch hairstyle and the relaxers, and men used to wear like the scarves tied around to the front to tie down their conch. And then just over times from the 50s, the 60s, 70s, even to this day, 360 waves has evolved into what it is now. So it's definitely evolved from what it was when I was a child or a young man to what the wavers are doing to this day and age, like in current times. Just like the different processes and methods that they go about of achieving their hairstyle. They have like different devices, different ways that they tie down their do-rag. So waving culture has been here for very long time. It's just one of those very like niche type of things that not too many know about unless you're like a part of the culture. So yeah, waving is definitely huge. You probably never heard of it being called waving, but I'll say like within like the past decade, this generation has coined the term or like put like a name on it. It was more so just like something that you did, like an action. So where are you joining us from? I'm curious to know where you're joining from. You're an Afro girl. Okay, my goal is gigantic fro. Dope. How long you been rocking the fro? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the fro too. Just I haven't wore my hair out in like almost, I would say at least 3 months now. I always say I'm gonna leave it out, but I always put it back up into a protective hairstyle. You know, either the box braids or like the cornrows. Okay, you're in Maryland, just outside of DC. Okay, cool, cool. I think yeah, I spoke with you last time. Yeah, I remember. Yep, Maryland. They say Maryland has the best crab cakes. 17 years with the afro. Okay, dope, dope. You know what's interesting? I just watched a documentary. Well, not necessarily like a documentary. I guess it would be like a short doc on YouTube. And it was this black woman who had like the Guinness Book World Records of like the largest afro. And then she was passing down the crown to this other younger black girl, I believe like in Louisiana somewhere. And the younger girl had just, you know, broken the world's record for like the largest afro. I'm like, that's dope. And they had some huge fros. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, so you seen it too. Yeah, but I thought that was good, you know, just for the simple fact that they got that spotlight because, you know, it's just like certain things you really don't, you're not gonna know about unless it's, you know, brought to the spotlight. So I just thought it was interesting that there was even like a world record type of thing, you know. Yes, definitely love our melanated folks for sure. How's the weather up there in Maryland? Y'all still getting hit pretty bad with snow? You say you got the KSI beer. It's crazy because my beard. Oh, you said KSI head. You got the KSI head. I thought you said beard. Yeah, I do have a huge head, man. Forehead too. That's just genetics. Unfortunately, my pops.
¿Para qué mi pollito mueva su...
Yeah, I can imagine Maryland is cold.
¿Para qué mi pollito mueva su...
Have you seen the beard waves? Yes, I have. Man, them beard waves are crazy. Yeah, much respect to the brothers out there and sisters, if there are some, rocking the beard waves. You know, at the end of the day, I still respect the art form of waving, because it's something that takes a lot of discipline, and it takes a lot of like skill and thought to do. But it's just not, me personally, it's not my cup of tea. You know, and to each his own, like I say. It's all about what makes them unique and, you know, make them comfortable with even doing that. So, you know, I respect it. I'm not a big fan of it, but I respect it at the end of the day. You say you're headed to Colombia for a month. Too cold here. Okay, yeah, dope, man. That'll be dope. Colombia where? Colombia the country, or like Colombia city in the States? And have you seen, we say, will you give it a try? With the beer waves? No, I'm cool on the beer waves. I can't give the beer waves a try. I be seeing the guys with the beer